Oklahoma was once home to some of the lowest utility prices in the country, but over the past 2 years, residential prices have gone up by about 20%. You've likely noticed it on your bill.
Most definitely, and that has some looking up to the sky for relief. News 9's Dana Hurtnicki answers questions for customers considering the power of the sun.
For about 234 days a year, the Oklahoma sun shines, sizzles, often scorches. And for Bob Calvert and his wife, it powers their home and car.
We decided that anything we could do to minimize our footprint would be smart.
Going green was his motivation. The other green hasn't hurt either.
How did that feel when you looked at your electric bill?
Well, it felt good. It felt good. And we had a credit for the next month.
He's only paying OG&E's base charge for residential customers of $13 a month. Nothing for actual electricity. On very sunny days, Bob sends power back to the grid, and OG&E gives him credit that he can use when it's cloudy. PSO does the same for their customers. But beyond the sun, how does solar fare in Oklahoma weather?
They're incredibly strong. They're actually designed for golf ball size hail.
John Kaufman with Commercial Solar, who installed the Calvert system, points to the October 2021 hailstorm.
And not one of the clients had any damage to their solar panels. If hail hits on the corner, it can crack. It's kind of like if you're driving down the road and a rock hits your windshield.
Manufacturers say the panels will withstand all types of weather.
We named our company 820 because it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to hit the earth and power the world.
820 owner Tony Capicelli gave us a tour of his warehouse so we could see the panels and installation close up.
This is rated to withstand 150-mile-an-hour straight-line winds, so it dispels the myth, except if it's a big tornado, right, which we're all in trouble.
Which leads us to our next question. How will solar impact my home insurance premiums?
There's 2 or 3 that they're going to say, oh, it's going to raise your rate. The vast majority, it does not have any effect on your homeowner's policy.
Some will even lower your rate because the panel is protecting your roof. But it's best to check with your insurance agent before you make a decision. If solar still seems like a good option for you, how do you pick a legitimate company?
I don't know if anybody's followed up with you guys about OG&E's net metering program.
A bill swap with OG&E at a lower fixed rate.
OG&E says don't be fooled by anyone who comes to your door. The utility does not partner with any solar company.
There are good companies out there, and typically they're not knocking on your door.
And what about all those internet ads?
Yes, I think that there's a real opportunity out there for people to get scammed with this.
There really is, and solar is not free.
First, stop and ask for referrals. Ask if they know their installation crew, if they can name the person that's going to put the panels on. Are they local? Start with folks that you can actually know will be in your community after they finish the job versus kind of a gypsy-type caravan that's moving through Oklahoma like a storm chaser.
The Oklahoma Attorney General's Consumer Protection Unit adds shop around, compare reviews and prices. Never sign an agreement with a solar company under pressure. Check the warranty, both on the installation and the panels. And consider how long you plan to stay in your home. Which may lead you to ask, will adding solar increase my home's value?
The more folks do it, the more folks understand that if I'm going to buy a home, do I want to buy one with a $200 energy bill or a $14 energy bill?
There are a number of surveys on the issue. Most say solar will raise the value of your home between 4 and 11%. Local realtor Keith May says he hasn't seen that here yet.
Well, I've been asked that a lot the last couple of years, and you know, I would tell somebody, don't put solar in if you think that's going to increase the value of your house. You'd probably be disappointed. Will it help a little bit? Yeah, maybe. Probably more in the future. It's definitely not a dollar for dollar thing. Do it because you need solar, you want solar, not because you think your house value is going up.
And finally, what about government incentives? After the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act, the federal government will give you a tax credit of 30% of the price of your system. Bob financed his solar system, and after the incentive, His payment is less than his electric bill would have been.
So it will work out very well for us.
Dana Hurtnicki, Oklahoma's Own News 9.